why. This is why we wait for music, because once it's dropped, you're like, damn, this is proper stuff. Deep with on and only the deepest, where we break down, review, tell you the story and origin of a deep house track. We take the music, the feeling, put it into words, and we express those words. We're the facilitator, the messenger, you know? And yo, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of It's About Deep with the one and only, the deepest. And we're back again for a brand new episode. After a time of rest, the time of truly required rest. Thing is, I don't know how to process the idea of resting, because once I start to rest, I just feel like there's a lot of things that I've been putting back. Not, yeah, just feel like that. But welcome back, housemates. Welcome to a brand new episode of Let's Go Deep. It's about deep with one and only the deepest, where we break down, review, tell you the story and origin of a deep house track. We take the music, the feeling, put it into words, and we express those words. We are the facilitator or the messenger, you know? And with so much deep house music and so much music that's been coming out in the past weeks, you know, place that I wanted to start it off from on this clean news slate is a project that was due a long time ago and finally was out by my brothers Gvin Deep, Bonga Black, which is Our Deep House Volume 2. Our Deep in Your House Volume 2, which is finally out. It came out last week, Friday. It's a proper EP collaboration of two iconic, in my viewpoint, deep house producers. You know, the journey of Given Deep and Bonga Black has been a journey that we as housemates and deep house listeners have noticed and understood from Our Deep in Your House Volume 1 to Volume 2, and listening to the production that they've been laying and giving it, and that they've been laying and providing us with since then, has actually provided us with an idea of who they are. Two influential house producers that strive into creating deep house music that's just vibrate to the ear, and it's filled with so much emotions still with it. The track that we're gonna review is To Realize, which is track number 2, not 3 of the EP. I'm gonna do things a bit different, you know. I'm gonna play the track as early, just so we can get an understanding and digest what the track is and how it sounds before we break it down into the three components that we focus on, as it's about deep with the deepest deep house review, which is your foundation, core progression, and melodies. Start it off. To Realize by Giving Deep and Bonga Black. before the melody, before the bridge actually takes control, I need to come back and provide a description of what a production this track is. Trying this different format, it's proper because you get a chance to listen, and once I speak, you get a chance to finally understand what exactly I'm trying to put towards before um after you have recognition of the track. So let's just start it off here. Credits to Gvin Deep and Bonga Black. Let's put that as the main aspect here. Credits to them. Their credit is due, and I am giving them their props. But we're gonna come back to them. Now I need to give the reason why I am giving them their props. Let's start off with the foundation of to realize. The simplistic foundation that is dominated mostly by high frequency elements. As we heard, the domination of your kick, not your kick, your domination of your clap and snares, those are high frequency elements that I would say they become a mandatory, the track, like a mediator, not a mandatory, a mediator of the track that sort of instills what is to come. And what is to come in the chord progression is astounding. I'm gonna firstly tell you in this manner. The chord progression literally directs the journey of the track. Without the chord progression or the structuring of the chord progression and the elements that I included, which are thin in structure or thin in number, it's not a lot of elements, it's not a lot of components, simplistic production. And here in the chord progression, what I mean when I say the chord progression gives direction is the fact that firstly, by the establishment of this 5-layer note, there's this 5-layer note that plays, and we heard it when the track begins. It starts off as a simplistic organic or light organic piano note chord. 5-layer, it's like de 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 de. That 5-layer note, the first off starts off as an light organic piano chord element. Whatever makes you sleep at night, but you get the gist of what I'm trying to say. And what I love about it is because once the track progresses and moves forward, it all of a sudden changes structure from being that light organic piano to this synthesized synth element that just adds texture but still rides in the same wavelength of that 5-layer construction. Because another aspect about this production is initially the layering and sequencing. Layering and sequencing, and to realize, is astounding and superb. And many words or adjectives that I could use to describe its beauty. Because the collaboration of this, the collaboration of these smooth in texture elements creates a smooth transition. Like, for example, with the organic piano note, that 5-layer organic piano chord. It started off as an organic piano chord and then it transitioned into a synthesizer. But its transitioning wasn't just a simple cut, now we're playing it in this manner. The layering is where I come to realization, the way I emphasize this even more. The layering, what made it, it's what made it this beautiful, because Bonga Black and Gvin did this thing of they will layer this track or layer this chord in the piano format and then add the synthesizer on top of it so that you don't hear cut transition of like now the piano's gone and now it's the synthesizer, but they just lay on top of each other and just one takes over in the middle of their construction or of their role. And that's the beauty about it, because in all of this, when I go to the melody and what I speak about in the melody, what we speak about, and it's about deep house review with you as housemates, as you understand. When we speak about the melody, we focus on the emotional side of the track. And one thing that I can tell you, this track creates this hypnotic sense or hypnotic trance that just captures you in a state of nostalgia, in a sense of nostalgic. Why do I say so? When you listen to this track, and I'm sure you've listened to it as we went on the video. It's a deep, organic house music. It's still a track that is not too much in structure. That doesn't consist of a lot of elements. And I love simplicity. And most importantly, it gives off the vibe of what house music is, taking it way back as well, with a dash of how it's structured today, but taking it way back. That's why I say it captures you in a nostalgic sense. Because you listen to it, you're like, damn, this is house music. This is the type of track you listen to on a rest day, on a Sunday, or whatever day, or whenever day that you feel like I want to listen to house music that I know of. You give me. I want to listen to proper deep house music that I grew up in touch with. And this is exactly what you get. This is an organic piece of deep house music. I don't want to lie. Simplistic in nature, yet vibrant in structure. One thing, simplistic in nature, yet vibrant in structure, allowing your mind and soul to relax and enjoy it once you're listening to proper deep house production. And that's what I say. I commend Given Deep and Bonga Black. This has been long overdue, volume 2, and we see why. This is why we wait for music, because once it's dropped, you're like, damn, this is proper stuff. Massive shout out to the Brews from Marinated Sound. They're coming up with more this year, and they're coming with house music. Most importantly, they're coming with deep house music. As I said, 6 months into the project of 2025, producers are done now, they're fighting. It's dropping everywhere, left, right, and center, and you get exposed to new music every single time. So we're here to consume it. Well, it's your boy, the one and only, the deepest, from Let's Go Deep podcast, creator and founder of it. Yeah, baby, it's me. And this is me signing out to my housemates. Catch you in the next one. Cheers.